complete. That's Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Breeze to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Throwing now is Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And now it's third down. Out of the gun. Gone. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A.J. Klein able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And what do they start thinking?
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Hey, Haywood!
Brees going to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Brees. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Back to throw Brees. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
180. Hold on. Check.
After the interception, here's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks with 5 seconds left. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Ready? 5-9. We go 21. Hey, high 7.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to wind up and air it out. Incomplete. Not under it, but it's second down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. First throw in overtime for Goff. That is incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. A.J. Klein getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On the return, it's Kamara. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Breeze down to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Wahoo! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 26 minutes.
Breeze to throw forward on 4th. And he finds Clark. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
There you go. Go right in. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Check 26. We're going to 53.
On second and a yard. Prescott going right side. He has Witten. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the 40 now on second down. Prescott and an alley to run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Cooper's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 22. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're running with Gurley. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. Refusing to go down. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. 55 yards. And the Rams are in for 6. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald with a sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. And oh, look at that. A diving catch.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. The Dallas passing game definitely in sync. They've got another 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch out.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw is Prescott. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Aaron Donald able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
That's complete right around the 8. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley as the first half is winding down. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. I'll take it.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games. But sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and they certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Throwing, Prescott, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. On first down, it's Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Now Gurley, handoff left. And some room to run now. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 58 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Marty sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He's going to loft one deep. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 46 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They try right side here, Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose. Their will on the defense was that 5 straight runs.
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Let's see what you got.
All right.
He's got the first down inside the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Here we go.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Prescott from the gun to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this throw will be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Cooper was the intended target.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, LA!
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself.